Hello everybody and welcome to another author interview at In-House Publishing, and joining me in my office today, all the way from Charters Towers, is the author of this fantastic book, Growing Desert Roses, Cath Grimshaw. Hello Cath. How are you? I'm very good. I'm very honoured to have you come down. I've been waiting for this day.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Excellent. Now you're here for Author's Day tomorrow.
Correct.
But right now we're going to be talking about this book, and obviously the title's quite self-explanatory. But what we want to know is that why is this aimed at the home gardener? What's the deal?
Simply because there's a huge needing of information by people that just grow them for what they are, and there's a lot of information available on the internet, but a lot of it's incorrect. So if you can put the best information together in one package, and they can sort through that and go from there.
And this is what it's been pretty much about, is the demand that you've seen for growers to actually get all this information in that package. So has that been what's inspired you? How did this come about?
Necessity, because like when you're getting a business off the ground, you're always working as well outside, and at the end of the day, I'd come home after working split shifts, and then I'd have to get back to all the customers that needed the information. And you can only really do that for so long. And I thought, well, there's got to be an easier way than sitting down, spending hours typing the same information into the computer. How about I put it in a book?
And it has been quite cool since. But let's give a bit of background there. Cath actually, with her husband Clive, runs Grimshaw's nursery up in Charters Towers. And when we first spoke, that was the discussion, was how many people were constantly contacting you to get this information. And I felt your frustration at that time as well. So to look at it now a few months down the track, you had over 200 pre-sales. How did that feel?
Very surreal. I had to keep pinching myself that it was happening.
What about you? When did you first start growing desert roses, Cath? And how was it? Was it hard?
Yeah, anything that you don't know anything about is always hard. Like we were given a plan, as I've explained in the book, and the guys that gave it to us, they're gentlemen, and I didn't want to kill it. Nearly did a few times, and I just figured, there's just something about this plant, it's just, I can't explain it. There's just something about it. And once we worked out a few things, how to not kill it, I thought, we can't be the only ones that like these plants. And it went from there. So really, we've probably been growing them. We've had desert roses for about 12 years, but really didn't sort of get into doing much until about 8 years ago.
And it's been non-stop for you guys?
Learning, absolutely. Learning, still learning.
I think I've told you about this, that my first ever job was planting and growing fuchsias. And I often think back to that time, because before then I was a bit of a bad boy. But it was really quite grounding, I think I would call it, when you're actually dealing with nature and you're dealing with plants, and you find a serenity. Did you find the same thing?
I'm finding that, yes. Yeah. I mean, I love these plants, love working with them, love meeting the people that appreciate them as well. And I mean, what better job can you have, really?
Oh, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Do you think anyone can grow the desert rose? Is this for anyone, anywhere?
Yeah, apart from the coldest parts of Australia, they're pretty drought tolerant once they start growing, They dislike overwatering, so if you do like to water, you will have to do a few things so that you don't kill them. But overall, I think most people can grow them.
Fantastic. Well, that's a good prompt for everybody. You can get yourself a copy of the book, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But before I do, what's the future hold for you? What's coming up for you since publishing this book? What's next?
Mate, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know, but I'm enjoying the ride. It's good.
Well, you did say before that there's an opportunity for a workshop that you're going to be doing in Brisbane later in the year.
Yep.
And obviously your reach is now growing because you obviously get the book out to as many people as you can. So is there a second book in you?
Absolutely. I've already had customers asking when the next book's coming out. I want to order a copy, and it's like, hang on a minute.
That's fantastic. Well, at the moment, we've got the first book. So Growing Desert Roses is available at the website at the bottom of the screen, so make sure you jump on board, go and check it out. And there's also Cath's Facebook page as well. Go and check that out. The following is amazing. And of course, you can get the book from the in-house bookstore and on Amazon. Cath, thank you so much for coming down and doing this.
Thank you for having me.
That's all good. See you guys.